Welcome to day 4 of our 7-day challenge. Today is heart or chest openers. Go ahead and get on your mat. We're going to start sitting on our heels. As a reminder, make sure you leave a comment after you do today's flow. As you start to settle into your body, bring your awareness to your breath. Start to lengthen your inhales and exhales to slow down your heart rate. Taking some big shoulder circles here, bringing them all the way forward, up to touch the ears, and then back down the spine. Really slowly inhale as they come forward and up. Exhale as you bring the shoulders down the back. Take 3 or 4 really slow here, as big as you can. We're going to gather all the tension in the shoulders, see if you can bring them up to touch the ears, and then consciously settle and relax everything down as far as you can. Bring the spine into a C curve here, chin to chest, and then bring the chest forward in between the shoulders like a cow pose. Moving on an exhale to your C curve. Inhale to bring the chest forward, sort of like a seated cat and cow here. Go as slowly as you would like, moving with the breath. Inhale to bring the chest forward and exhale, chin to chest. Plant the left hand beside your bum and bring the right arm all the way over the top for this lateral stretch, trying to keep the chest open towards the front of the mat. And reaching as far as you can, lowering to the elbow if that's accessible. Then we're going to consciously collapse the chest forward and move through this C curve, chin to chest. Moving around to the other side, plant the right hand and open up the chest with left arm reaching over. Big lateral stretch on the left side now. Inhale to rise back up to a sitting. Nice and tall. Clasp the hands behind the bum, behind the back, pressing the palms together, feeling that chest open in the front. Then we're going to collapse over the knees like a child's pose here. So keeping the palms pressing together, arms nice and straight, let the forehead come to the mat. Option to stay here or try and press the hands closer to the ceiling, intensifying this stretch. Breathing deep into this, feeling the shoulders come apart and the shoulder blades press together. Relax the arms, release the hands, and come back to sitting. Sweep the arms forward and up, gaze to the ceiling, and then exhale to cactus, so bending the elbows and bringing the elbows like you're going to touch them behind your back. Slowly exhaling and bringing the chest forward. Inhale to sweep up and exhale, cactus the arms. Nice and slow, bringing the elbows down first. One more time. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, bringing the elbows down, chest forward. Bring the weight forward and settle onto the elbows. Slither the belly onto the mat. And we're going to place our hands about where the sides of our face are and push up onto the elbows into our Sphinx pose. We're trying to consciously pull the mat backwards and pull the chest through the elbows here. Feeling the spine engage. And then settling back down onto the mat. Take the hands about where the shoulders are. So a little bit backwards. And then push into the hands to our cobra pose. Again, engaging the back here. Trying to press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then settling back down as we exhale. Inhale, pushing back up. Pressing into the palms and then trying to engage the back enough that we could maybe lift our palms if we wanted to. Exhaling as we come back down. This time clasping those hands behind our back again. Straightening into the elbows and engaging the back to lift the chest off the mat. Seeing if maybe you could lift one leg and then the other, coming into your full locust pose. And then a big exhale as you relax and release everything down to the mat. Take a minute to reset. We're going to take it again, keeping the hands clasped if you can. Inhale to lift the chest and then the feet, staying nice and strong in all of that back body, the hamstrings, the glutes, the spine. Exhale to release down to the mat, just taking that one more time. When you're ready, inhale to press the palms together, lift the chest and then the feet. Breathing here at the top, engaging everything, and then big exhale to release down to the mat, release the hands. Push into the hands, come via the hands and knees to bring the weight onto the feet and into a forward fold at the back of your mat. You can keep a nice bend in the knees here, just hanging heavy and loosening and lengthening the spine that we just strengthened. Interlock the fingers behind the head to help keep that curve in the spine as we stack our vertebrae and slowly come to standing. Take a big step to the top of the mat with the right foot. We're coming into a crescent lunge. So inhale, the arms come high, biceps by our head, making sure we're on the ball of the back foot. If you're confident here, see if you can lift the gaze to the ceiling and take a little arch in the back. Still pressing those arms backwards and then coming back up. We're going to take some cow face arms. Our right arm is going to reach down our back, so elbows high. Left hand's going to come from the bottom, and see if you can touch your fingertips or even clasp your hands together. If this doesn't seem accessible, this is where you can use that strap if you have one, or a rope. Grab it from the top and drape it down your back with the right arm, and then from the bottom, grab it with the left hand to connect your hands in the back. See if you can take the gaze back to the ceiling, keeping this bind in the arms, really straightening through that back leg, bending into the front leg, and opening the chest and torso in the front. Release the strap if you have it, and then place the hands to frame the front foot. Step back to your high plank, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog, and then walk the hands back towards the feet, back into our forward fold. Curve out the spine as you slowly come back to standing. This time take a giant step forward with the left foot, come into crescent lunge or high lunge on the left side. Inhale the arms up nice and high, and then see if you can take the gaze to the ceiling here. A little bit of an arch in the back. This time we're going to take a left arm up high, elbow high, down the back. Right arm comes from underneath. See if you can touch the fingertips, or again use your strap, and then take the gaze back to the ceiling, arching in the back, opening up the shoulders and the chest, keeping that nice deep lunge. On an exhale, release the bind, place the hands to frame the front foot, step back to your high lunge, exhale through chaturanga, inhale through upward facing dog, and this time we're going to come back to our knees. Grab some blocks or boxes or books if you have them, and place them by your heels. We're going to take a big arch in the back and reach back for those blocks to enter our assisted camel pose here. The goal is to take hold of the heels, but if that doesn't feel accessible, that's what the blocks are for, to help you reach the floor. We support the lower back as we arch, hands on the lower back, and then reach down for those blocks, and then push the hips forward, really feeling the open of the front body and chest. Then bring the hands back to the low back to rise back up. Try this a few times with the blocks or boxes. See if you can remove them. Another option is to tuck the toes under to bring the heels a little bit higher. Just be really safe here. If you're feeling any pain or pinching in the back, stop right away and take a child's pose to sort of reset the spine to neutral position. It's really easy to forget to breathe in these back bending poses or heart openers. So make sure you focus on inhaling and exhaling. Don't hold the breath in these positions. Take care of yourself. If you've been in your back bend, inhale and take the hands to the low back to support on the way up. And then we're all going to settle back in our child's pose. This really helps reset the spine, come back to the natural curvature of the vertebrae, and lower the heart rate. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. Remember to make sure you're subscribed and following me on Instagram so you're eligible to win one of our prizes. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 5.